Over 2 years have passed since the start of the COVID pandemic, and those who live along the Raritan Bay are still feeling its effects. In 2020, 1 in 3 local businesses shut their doors for good. Since then, many more businesses have met the same fate.
I owned a nightclub in the Bronx called Tropicana. We opened up in 2000. I had it for 20 years before COVID closed us down. I was also hit in a recession with another nightclub I owned prior in 2009, where I lost over $1 million. I lost my house. It's kind of repeating itself with COVID. We're not feeling what's going to happen in 2 to 3 years when people are working again and they're trying to catch up, because a lot of people lost their businesses, or a lot of waitresses or people that worked, primarily for tips that couldn't go to work. I think they're trying to pay their rent or pay their mortgages, but in about a year or 2 from now, they're not going to be able to do it because they're going to be so far behind, and unfortunately they're going to lose a lot of things like I did with the recession. They restricted us very hard, very quickly. Some businesses were allowed to stay open, but they closed down restaurants, nightclubs, gyms, nail salons. So it was really targeted to individuals that weren't corporations that the federal government makes a lot of money off of, I would say. I think if they could have done, with the mask, now with New York especially, you have to be vaccinated in order to get into any restaurant, any nightclub. And unfortunately, with the nightclub, you have a lot of younger, 21 and over, who aren't going to be vaccinated. So unfortunately, those restaurants and those nightclubs, they'll never open. I know many that have closed because of COVID that have been around for over 20 years.
With so many businesses shutting down their doors for good across the state, I asked locals if they have noticed any closures inside their town.
I'm a senior citizen, and I noticed none of the senior organizations were meeting. I'm a member of the American Legion, of the Auxiliary. We had no meetings. Going up and down the streets, I saw most of the mom and pop stores, the small ones. Many of them have closed. Beauty shops went out of business. My beauty shop was closed for a long period of time until the COVID changed the restrictions, and now we're allowed to go back there.
While it is true that many businesses have shut down, there are some that have withstood the pandemic. The Mellow Music Stop in Keyport is one of those businesses.
We really didn't have all that much effect when we opened in the middle of the pandemic. When we opened, we just the community supported us right from the very beginning. We had a lot of people come in, and it was great, and it was heartwarming.
There's no way to tell what the future holds for New Jersey's small businesses. However, with restrictions easing, there seems to be a light at the end of the tunnel.